So today, I'm mostly going to be talking about the Soothe app, the plugin for your DAW that makes everything easy.
I'm speaking to you at what I know is an increasingly challenging time. A time of disruption. A disruption that has brought grief to some.
Hey guys, how's it going? In case you don't know, my name is Sonny. I'm a musician. I live in Kinsale, Ireland. I run this channel to help people with their music problems. I also do some travel stuff, but now that we can't travel, who knows when that'll be back. I will do some travel stuff around Ireland though, and also have fun myself. So today I want to talk about the Soothe app, an app by a company called Oeksound, and I believe they're from Finland, I'm not positive. But the one thing about this app Soothe is that it's almost like a miracle worker. Apparently 70% of you are not subscribed to the channel. Go down below, smash that button, ring the bell and all that stuff, all the things that you know that you're supposed to do. So now that things are sort of open in Ireland, we're able to travel as far as 20 kilometers or anywhere within your own county. We're in Glenbeigh Loch. This is about as far in Cork as you can go from my house to the west. I've recently done a collaboration with people from around the world, with people from China, Italy, Canada, the UK, here in Ireland, also in Hollywood as well. And because of the fact that they all changed DAWs, all use different DAWs, use their phones for recording, using anything at all for recording, putting them all together was a difficult thing. So when I finally got all the pieces together to put into my DAW, there was a horrendous bump in the low mids, and the sounds didn't really gel. Right in that part where you want to hear the music was building up and making this sort of kind of a grungy sound. I guess the bones of a week really delving hard into trying to get everything to sit perfectly together, and I got it as best I could do with the plugins that I had for Logic Pro. Driving me crazy, and I couldn't figure out what to do. I heard about a couple of programs that are basically miracle workers in this sort of getting a song ready before mastering. So there's one called Gulfoss, and there's one called Soothe by this company called Oeksound. So I downloaded the free trial and tried it out. So the first thing I did was try and take the sibilance out of the cymbals. Okay, that's without. And let's listen to that again. Listen to the cymbals, you'll hear. What it's doing is taking the harshness and the sibilance out of the cymbals. So I'm going to try and turn it on and off when that crash happens. Now let's have a listen. Get a good idea of what that is doing there. By making a bell curve in the high end with Soothe, I was able to balance out the small sibilance and bring down automatically the treble that was making your ear hurt from the cymbals. Then I also used it on the bass just to try it, and it worked wonders. It just kind of made it a little fatter and easier to get it sitting in the mix properly with the drums. Bypass it. And now in. See how it gets muddy? Now pull it out. So just remove some of the mud from it. Then I used it on the vocal, which of course should be the main thing coming through. Wanted to make sure that it could sit far enough in the mix that everyone was able to hear it clearly. And the backup vocals as well. Back in. Maybe take that out from the bypass here. Yeah, great. It sounds amazing. I did each one of these separately. I got my mix as far together as possible, and then I put the Oeksound Soothe just before my BX Master Desk, which is my mastering program, just to filter out just any little bits of harsh noise and harsh sound that was in there still. Here it is on. So it's just taking a little bit out of the stuff. And I was able to remove the mid-range and allow the music to blossom. Also, if you feel so inclined, please come and join my Patreon. There'll be news about what's going on with me. I'll put music up there that hasn't been released yet, let you all know what I'm doing behind the scenes. Joining the Patreon basically helps me to continue to put these videos out, and plus it helps me, basically stay alive. We had this album that I did with two of the other guys from my old band, Boot Sauce. It was recorded, I guess, in 95 or 96, somewhere in that area. So about 24 or 25 years ago. At the time, we were trying to get the harshest guitar sound possible. We were dealing with the grunge stuff and all the stuff like Ministry and all that had these incredible guitar sounds. So we were trying to out-guitar sound them. But upon listening to it now, it sounded super harsh. Again, Soothe was able to pull sometimes dramatically harsh guitar sounds down. I started here with the electric harsh, right? And what I did was just move this until I could find the exact portion where the guitars were coming in, hurting my ears so badly. This is a small sample of what this can do. Basically saved the album, which is now released. Make sure you go and have a listen to it. It's an amazing record. It's such a crazy story that it wasn't released until now, 25 years later, but there it is. Go listen to it. It's on Apple Music, it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, it's everywhere. You're always talking about my isolation. It's in my nature to be always fading. You gotta be my insulation, but you don't know why. I haven't tried the Gullfoss program, but I'm going to try that next. The problem with these programs, of course, they're not cheap. The Soothe program is 200 euros, so it's expensive, but absolutely worth it, and especially if you're having problems. I've been mixing for 30 years, and I wasn't able to get around this. I could cut out the noise that was the issue, but then what happened was the whole tune sounded boxy. But this Oeksound Soothe dramatically saved the mix. One of the guys that I follow, Jay Swanson, released his book about his journey getting to Paris. A great book, available on Amazon, I believe. And also, the biography of my dad came out, written by Mark Miller in Canada. There's a hardcover version and a softcover version. I haven't even started it yet, but here it is. I'll leave the links down below for the Amazon versions of that if you want to read it. So all in all, things are getting better, I suppose. Most of Ireland is open to travel around. You're allowed to move 20 kilometers from your house or within your county. We're in County Cork, so it's one of the biggest counties around, so we've been all over the place. Myself, my friend John have been driving up and down. Fortunately, there's so many beautiful places in Cork itself. We were able to take a few in on a nice day of traveling. The weather hasn't been fantastic. Today it's super warm, super humid, and cloudy. As you know, things are extremely difficult at the moment for musicians. If there's any way you think that you could help out any of your musician friends, please do. Well, some of us are okay for the moment. I don't know how long it's going to last. And it doesn't seem like there's going to be any live shows anywhere in the near future at all. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next week.